If you've been following my channel, you know that I've been working on recreating this Brittany Allen sweatshirt for months. What you might not know is that I made a matching hoodie for JoJo, so today I'm going to finish them up. There were so many different instructions on how to tie-dye, so I just sort of combined a few techniques. I'm going to be showing you the process that I did. The first step is to wet the item you'll be tie-dyeing. You want it damp, so wring it out really well. Then grab some rubber bands and go to town. My technique is I have no technique, so I just started balling up the fabric and wrapping rubber bands around it. Once you're done, you can mix up the dye. Start by boiling water, measure out 2 cups, and pour that into a spray bottle. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of powdered dye. It's a different amount if you're using the liquid, by the way. Screw on the cap and shake it up. Then just spray it liberally all over. Make sure you're wearing gloves. Keep turning it around to get in all the cracks. I let it sit in the sun for 15 minutes. In the meantime, I mixed up the fixative. I added 2 cups of leftover boiling water into another spray bottle. Shake up the fixative and add 2 tablespoons to the water. I did add a little extra, just because. When 15 minutes was up, I flipped everything over and let it sit in the sun for another 15 minutes. Then I sprayed the fixative liberally all over. Take some cling wrap and wrap it around your item, completely covering it. This was honestly the hardest step. Now you have it in a giant ball. As you can see, I had some grass stuck in mine. No big deal. Stick the whole thing in.
I'm just putting our hoodies in the microwave.
So I watched this video of this lady saying microwave, and I have no idea if she was serious or not, but it made me laugh so hard that I refuse to say it any other way now. Life is too short to not make yourself laugh at every opportunity possible. Ignore your dog's judgy looks and set your microwave for 2 minutes. This will help set the dye. Now you can take all the rubber bands off and see the final result. Unfortunately, a storm rolled in just as I was finishing, so I had to grab everything and run inside. The storm came through in perfect timing for the next step, so I threw everything in the washer and set it to cold. You can rinse everything to get rid of the excess dye, but per Brittany Allen's TikTok, she doesn't do that, so the dye gives a bleed effect. After the wash cycle is done, put it in the dryer on high heat. Also, public service announcement, if you run inside during a storm, make sure you don't set your dye bottle anywhere you care about, because magic eraser didn't work on this. So just cover it with something and pretend it didn't happen. Next, I attached the embroidered Monarch. I got two, one that was life-size from the Spider Stitches Etsy shop, which was beautiful. I got the smaller one from Amazon for JoJo's hoodie. These patches have really strong adhesive on the back that you fuse to your clothing with a hot iron. To attach them, place them where you want them and cover with a pressing cloth. Make sure your preheated iron is set to cotton and there's no water in it. I'm using my old iron just in case. Press down for about 15 seconds, then carefully check to see if all the edges are secure. If not, flip it over and iron from the reverse side. I did the same steps for Joey's hoodie. If you are worried about it coming up, you can sew down all the edges, but after letting it cool for a while, it seemed really secure. Last step, I added my hoodie tie. Attach a safety pin to one end and feed it through the opening. Keep scrunching and smushing the fabric over the pin, then hold the pin and pull the fabric behind it. Keep doing that until you can pull the pin out the other side. Even out the strings, and it's finished! I put Joey's on to get final pictures, and then she decided she would rather play with some sticks in the yard. Models. I love how it got. I do wish it wasn't so white, but most people I showed it to said they liked it just how it was. I can always go back in and add more dye later, just not over the Monarchs. Will I ever be on Project Runway? Probably not. But thank you, Brittany Allen, for chatting with me on Instagram about Monarchs and for the inspiration to try to make this sweatshirt myself.